Good morning, everybody.
Happy Dappy Monday to yas. We've missed you. Andrew, I've missed you.
Yeah, it's because you blew me off to go to a football game last week.
Look, it was very important. It was Monday Night Football. I had to be there. I'm worried that there would have been a different outcome had Section 205 not been there representing. I had to.
All I know is that I saw 3 generations of shirtless Millers all over ESPN. And
was it on ESPN?
No, I wish. I would have shared that widely with the whole world. But I was very proud to see that it wasn't just you and your brothers shirtless. It was also your son, your nephew, and your father who were
and a random guy like 17 rows back who also wanted to be in the photo.
Well, I get it.
It was the greatest Monday of all time.
And then you guys lost yesterday, but that's okay.
That's because yesterday was Sunday.
And this
is the morning after.
Welcome to the Morning After Ministry Show, a caffeine-fueled look back on the week and ministry that was.
Here we are.
Frank just said something so blasphemous.
We have had to get on to him multiple times lately.
I
for
don't
blasphemy.
know.
It's the weirdest thing.
What he just said that we should get a new intro. Like, you don't like the Morning After Ministry theme song?
Why am I even here? I should just stop talking.
I mean, we've been asking ourselves that in the side chat for months.
Oh, the side chat. All right.
Frank, you don't like it? The song that was composed using free GarageBand in 2018?
I think I am a victim of wanting something new constantly. So
Like Barney Stinson, who once said,
okay.
new is always better.
So if I've had a podcast intro for a
307 episodes.
I
Accurate.
think 308 should be newer.
I think if we were going to make a change, it should have been at the 300 mark.
Yeah, but
Probably.
So, I mean, maybe at
Our
350.
people are dying for a lack of vision.
Hey, speaking of change, if you're looking for a new church and you're in the Scranton, PA area, City Lights Church just gave us the rock on symbol. I'm rocking the merch
that's
right
actually
now.
the USF Go Bulls.
I
that
was
he
wearing.
I mean, it could
That's
be.
what it was.
Also, Go Bulls.
I was wearing my City Lights shirt last night.
It's
yesterday.
comfy.
It's a great shirt.
It's almost like it's a
City
Sunday
Lights,
cool tee.
It's a really good.
It's a great shirt.
They've got great shirts. They've got amazing liturgical services, unless there's a pop star in town. That's all you need to know about City Lights Church.
If you're in Scranton, PA, where else would you be worshiping? I can't think of it.
Andrew, speaking of worshiping, you were in the saddle, in the pulpit yesterday. I was not.
I was doing all the things that I do.
You were doing all of these solo pastory things while I got to play the role of campus pastor. I got to sit through 3 of Frank's sermons. They were all the same sermon.
Also, Frank, were you wearing like a full Carhartt yesterday?
Didn't he look good?
I saw that.
Didn't he look good?
Everyone was like, "Oh, it's such a nice day in Florida." It was still 80 degrees by like 10:30 in the morning.
First service, it was like it was in the high 60s. I think
It was chilly. The jacket was appropriate. Then it became a fashion statement as you saw the sweat beating through.
In the Midwest, you get really used to wearing layers for fashion, and it's very flattering to wear layers.
I get it. Listen,
And,
look at this. You think I don't know that?
And so
I was born for sweater weather, yet I live here.
When I was thinking that Sunday morning, I was like, what do I want to wear? I was like, can I get away with wearing a jacket? So I found the least heaviest jacket I own, and I put it on, and I'm like, this isn't going to stay all day, but we're going to see it. I made it through 2 services. In the 3rd service, I threw off the white balance in the camera because I just wore a T-shirt. So
That's true.
also,
very true.
apparently I threw off the microphone too because did the mic die? I don't know what happened. No
So
one ever told
your
me.
batteries were replaced. However, it appears that they might not have been the best batteries that they were replaced with.
Were they Amazon batteries?
I have no idea in all the world of sound why anyone would keep batteries once they are taken out of a battery pack.
I have no idea.
I don't think our current sound guy doesn't do this, but I have known sound guys in the past. So, there's still some juice. We're going to hold on to this. I'm like, what? No. Like, once they've been removed, they go into the trash.
And Matthew Bennett says, no, it's iconic at this point. It's up there with the Sanford & Sons intro music. Thank you.
Thank you, Matt. Thank you, Matt. Bree says, I like the jacket. It was a nice change from the lumberjack flannel. Don't worry, that will be making its comeback in a couple of weeks when he's back in the pulpit, beginning of November.
Frank, what goes into your... See, that's why I wear the
Okay,
Andrew
no, this is good. This goes right into the question, Andrew. Do you guys pick your outfits out the night before? I do have a routine. I'll walk you through it, but Andrew, I want to hear yours first.
I go through the past month. I pull up the church YouTube.
Yep.
And I just look at the thumbnail of what I was wearing the past several weeks, and
Frank, when you start preaching every week, this is going to be a thing you have to
going
do.
to be your life. I look at the thumbnail. I figure the shirt tie combo.
I haven't worn this in 6 weeks. I'm okay to wear it again.
I will typically have I have a couple of the solid navy knit ties. That's probably the most worn one because I just wear lots of blues. But I just try to make sure the shirt tie combo has not been repeated in the past month or so, and then go from there. Jeans and shoes, I don't check on. I will wear the same of those weeks and weeks in a row. But yes, I do go through to make sure that I'm not wearing the same shirt and tie combo that I've worn.
So I don't like to think through this. So on Saturday night, my wife goes through my wardrobe and she picks out my outfit: shirt, pants, belt, shoes.
Is it based on sermon at all? Is it?
It's based on the season.
Okay.
So she will base my outfit on the season, and I rotate through a couple dozen shirts. I typically try not to wear the same shirt, too many times. Maybe 3 times a year, something like that.
That's a couple dozen.
Actually, I remember why I thought about wearing the jacket. The guy we're having lunch with, in all of his sermon clips, he wears a jacket.
He does.
He does.
And he lives in his church is in Clearwater, so it's just as hot.
It's a fashion statement.
I
Now,
wonder
Alex,
if-
we're
And
going
he
to talk
came
about
from
this.
Arizona, so he can't say
I
I'm from up
wonder
north.
if because
all fashion.
they're renting the
We
space.
should ask him.
I'm going to
So-
ask him now.
Since their rent, your rent doesn't change based on utility, especially if you're only there a few hours. You can crank that AC if it's not your building.
Guys,
Yeah, you visited.
I could speak on behalf of him. The AC is not cranked.
Really?
Yeah, I think actually there's an AC issue. I
Oh,
don't
no.
think it's very strong.
Okay.
Oh no.
We should talk to him about it.
Man, yesterday
We're saying
morning,
his name as in anonymously, but the point.
Tim just called him Alex, so that's.
I mean, I know his name.
We yesterday morning, because again it was a little cooler in the morning and the humidity was different, and so I usually have it at about 70 in here at the start of service. Then you fill the room and
Yep.
and it warms up a little bit.
We had people walking in yesterday saying, "Why is it so frigid?"
Oh yeah,
in here?"
I
was like, I think it
and
feels good.
I'm usually the one sweating.
Oh, I can tell you why.
And I
thought it felt good.
so cold yesterday morning.
I didn't tell anybody this, but it was set to 72 in the
Yeah.
auditorium.
That's the normal
But
set.
the doors were open because it was obviously colder outside.
Yep.
And I cranked it to 70 because I was like, if I'm preaching, I want it a little bit colder.
That's fine.
And
I thought it felt great.
yeah.
City Light says, I wear the same first layer. Okay, we didn't talk about first layer. I do have a sleeveless made for undershirts, and it's made for wires specifically, so it won't stick to it. It's an Amazon find. I can send you a link. My sound guy helped me find it.
What?
It's interesting.
Yeah, no, like it's a material where it's like even if you sweat, like the cable still won't interfere or anything, so it sits nicely. So I do have that, and then he goes black shirt, black jeans. I rotate the outer jacket, flannel shirt type thing. So I guess that's like.
Is he wearing a clerical collar?
No.
No.
But if you live in Scranton, PA, you get to layer up.
Yeah, with the exception of July and August, you might have a lot of crisp hoodie style mornings. We don't. Tim,
Steph
you grabbed
says,
the wrong
unfortunately,
pants yesterday.
Okay, babe. Here's what happened. She had two. There was a pair of black jeans and blue jeans. They were side by side, and
How they flirt through
I know.
comments.
I couldn't. I was like, did she mean the black or the blue? I wasn't sure. I did grab the wrong pants, but apparently I was still able to rock them. I wasn't on stage much. Frank was preaching, so it wasn't a huge
So
deal.
Steph picks out your outfit even when you're not preaching.
Every Sunday.
There you go.
Jared says, I'm trying to slowly move from suit and tie to something more comfy in the pulpit, but I only have about 5 dress shirts and 3 pants I cycle through. You got to pull a Larson. As long as you're not having the same shirt and tie combo, you can get away with that.
And Jared, I get it. I think I still wear.
She really is pretty.
I wear the shirt and tie without the coat. Now, if I'm wearing a coat, unless it's Easter, I'm probably not going to wear a coat and a tie together. But I think you can just rotate through. Go to Amazon, get you a 3-pack of ties for like $15-$16.
Yep.
It's the way to go.
Speaking of getting the wrong pants, Tim, I have a confession to tell you.
This is my confession.
Hello from Greece, Jimmy.
What about,
Jimmy's in Greece
Hey,
right now.
Jimmy. I have like 3 pairs of black jeans, and I grabbed the first pair I saw, and I keep forgetting to just toss that pair.
Oh, no.
Because there is definitely a rip in
no.
the crotch.
Yep.
Like right at the cross seam in the crotch. And I didn't notice it until after the first service, where I was looking down as I was sitting, and I was like, oh. If I'm sitting, you can see it.
If you're sitting, it's no longer Crossing Crown. It's Crossing Crown and Jules Church.
All right. Well,
At what point do you throw away jeans? I have a pair of like maybe 5 or 7 years ago. Gap was doing this thing that was like super soft flex jeans. It is the most comfortable pair of jeans that I own, and there is such a bad hole in the crotch.
You just you grip it and you rip it.
My,
and you toss
my
it.
wife was like, "You are not you're not allowed to wear those anywhere." So like they're my Friday jeans when I'm not leaving.
Those are your fun jeans.
They're my fun jeans, literally. They're like, do I try to get them repaired? Do I take them?
They're done.
They're so comfortable though.
They're done.
with the rip, every time I get in my car, I'm like, I'm ripping this further.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Ugh.
So I even thought about, but the one thing that kept me in my mind was like, I'm
Pete
so
says
thankful.
C and J Church.
I'm so thankful that I'm not Andrew, because I would have to sit in the stool and everyone would just like
Yeah.
see straight up my jeans. That'd be a problem.
I mean, I think I could stand if I was doing that. If I'm doing a funeral or something, I'll stand. But just
Do you sit for weddings too?
I don't sit for
If
weddings.
you came to church, Andrew,
Wouldn't that be?
Andrew's sitting for the wedding.
that's kind of funny. Well, just think, Andrew, if you like got to church on a Sunday and you looked down and you realized you had a hole in your crotch and you could only see my
I'd stand.
that would totally throw off the whole service.
Although-
They'd have
Everyone would go
to
down.
adjust the camera.
I would stay. I would sit, and I would set a recording. I would do a test recording just to see if I could pull it off. I could move.
Can you cross your legs the whole service?
I could move.
Slide.
I could move the
Can you
the
sit
table.
side saddle like
I
a lady?
could move the table so that it was strategic.
Oh man.
But
That's really.
I don't
funny.
know.
Yesterday at Lakeview, we did a little pastor appreciation moment. Frank, I need to ask, did it make you uncomfortable? So our lead elder did like the same bit each time he brought Frank, myself, and Todd on stage. And he made a bit about Frank. He was thanking you for soon you'll be taking half the church with you to Crossing Crown. I thought it was funny and it was a good line, but I don't know if you were laughing at that.
I thought it was funny. My thought was like, especially going into my sermon,
Do the
where I'm asking people to come.
Do the people think it's funny though?
That's my concern. Is like, is there like a soft brewing tension of like, oh, we don't like Frank because he's taking people. I don't think that's the case.
No.
But I was wondering if Sam's joke doesn't help that. But overall, I thought
But
it was funny.
your punch at the end was yes, if you want to come here to Crossing Crown. However, if you are staying here, it's time to buckle up and give, serve, get plugged in. It's like your pitch was beautiful. It was both and. It wasn't either or. So I think
Before we talk about the sermon, I will say this: not a lot of churches that have multiple pastors recognize other pastors for Pastor Appreciation Month. It's usually just the lead pastor. And so I thought it was really cool that they not only recognized you, they not only recognized me, but they also recognized Todd, who's the youth pastor. And if there's one category of pastor,
Did you ever get brought on stage for Pastor Appreciation Month
when I was
as
a youth pastor, I might have gotten a letter, like a
I did not one time ever.
but
as
I
a youth
never
pastor.
got like recognized.
I
on
had
social media
a
or
family in the church that like would give me a gift card every year. It was pretty great.
Nope.
Except it was
That was
2
9 years as a youth pastor. I don't think it was never mentioned.
I would get a gift card to a restaurant that was a good hour away from the church.
You didn't get that gift card to like those 3 restaurants.
No, it was like
Bonefish Grill and
it's like this like really fancy seafood place, but it's like, if you're driving down to Fort DeSoto, there's that like strip mall. Like once you've gone, like so you had to.
Oh, yeah.
It wasn't just far away; you had to pay a toll to get there far away.
cost
But
me money.
it was very appreciated.
Yeah. So yeah, in my sermon, we were in Exodus 3. We're back in Exodus, and
Was there a bush in Fuego?
yeah, there was a bush in Fuego, and the whole point was that like God is telling Moses to do this thing. Moses gives excuses why he shouldn't do it. And my main point is our number one reason why we don't obey God's will is our excuses. And so I was asking people to.
He said it's God's will for you to come to Crossing Crown
I
with me.
didn't say that.
Frank,
He heard a
we
word
were
from the
preaching
Lord.
Parallel sermons.
We were.
Well, because I was in John 6, so we have the feeding of 5,000, walking on the water, and when the John is different than when the other telling of that, because we don't have Peter's role in that story in John, and when Jesus, when they're who is it? He says Emi, Ami is I am,
Yep.
and so I threw back to Exodus 3,
Nice.
but the crux of the two miracles back to back was that the God provides, but He wants us to bring what we have.
Yeah.
And then
good.
God protects is the other half of that. So He's a God who provides and protects. But so I had callback to Exodus 3 in there.
I even had a bit in my sermon where I said, when people say Jesus never said He was God, you have to realize that He did use the divine name, the personal name of God for Himself. But at the end of my sermon, I did this call of like, hey, we as a church are doing something that can only be successful if God does it. And that is, we are planting a church and we are expanding Lakeview. And basically it was a call of like, if you're interested in being a part of Cross and Crown, we have an interest meeting happening this weekend. But if you're,
You can scan the QR code now. Should be on the screen.
Yeah. And then
Is it
the
not on
other
there?
side of it was asking people who stay at Lakeview to commit to Lakeview, as in like if they haven't been giving, to give, if they haven't been serving, serve, if they haven't been like committed to this, like to be committed. And
And if you're looking
hopefully
for
it's all
something
balanced.
different, go to Safety Harbor. That was
Fine.
his final bit.
Yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
He threw you into.
Yeah.
So, Frank, what is the magic number you have in your head? I think like we talk in our side with our conversations when we are not recording all the time that this
Look at
is,
you, Adam. He's just
What's up,
looking
buddy?
at these guys.
It's an unusual church plant. Like not a lot of churches have the support going in that you're going to have. We talk with church planters who they've got $20 in the bank account and they're going forward. But like you are going to be funded.
Adam, right now, yes. Okay.
You're going to be funded, but you also have a church like in that area trying to send people out with you. So your first Sunday is not going to be 45 people and then they're all back at their home church the next week. So what is that magic number that you have in your head for we can get momentum, because you're wanting to start not with childcare, but with an actually fully functioning children's ministry
And youth ministry.
Mm-hmm. So what number in your head is that, are you thinking is that you're hoping to have to start?
I'm pretty sure Converge won't let me plant unless I have at least 40 people on my launch team. So there's that metric right there.
Okay.
I think on average,
Yeah,
like
statistically speaking, what would you say?
on average, a good launch team is about 50.
Yeah.
But statistically, the churches that make it past the 5-year mark are churches that launch with 100 people or more. And so, obviously, I think every church plant wants to launch with 100
But
people.
again, like
But we are in
statistically speaking,
we are in a unique situation.
Yeah.
Even in my cohort of church planners, no one else is in the situation I'm in, where I have like a sending church that I've been in for a year, and they're sending me out. I acknowledge that I'm sitting in a unique place of privilege that I'm hoping will
Brown
mean
privilege.
We
Right.
what?
brown privilege.
We have a large launch team. And my hope is that whatever number we get from Lakeview, we double it with people from the community.
Yeah.
So, right now we currently have 20 people on our launch team from Lakeview. We have 50 people coming to the meeting this weekend.
Okay.
And so then we're hoping about next year.
Andrew, did you hire the city to trim trees
I
at this
did
exact
not.
moment? I don't know if anybody else can hear that.
It is Indigenous Peoples Day in Safety Harbor, so there's less activity. So the city has decided that now is the time to get.
Shouldn't they be not working? Frank, I'm
Wow,
with you.
What do you mean they, Tim?
Like people
Wow.
in that's what I was gonna say,
Wow.
in general. Like, isn't this a
Tim.
day off of work?
Wow.
I mean, not for us.
That's true. Frank, 100 people. That's kind of what I've been thinking and praying since we've
But,
talked about launching a church. Like I would
in
love
the,
to be able
in
to.
the post-COVID world, 100 people is bigger than more than 50% of the established churches in the U.S. So that's the median-sized church is about 75 people in the United States right now. So that is a big, bold goal to have.
But there's, I think, a really good metric of like.
Bree says, "Can I get a live stream for Saturday so I can know which of my volunteers are leaving?" Bree's our kids ministry director. She just wants to know.
I'll give you a list, Bree.
She just wants to know.
I think the reason why that metric of if your church is if your launch team is at 100, you have a higher rate of making your 5-year mark is exactly what you just said. Like, you're already like the average size church, if not bigger, than so you can like afford the things that you need to do a kids ministry, student ministry, all that kind of stuff.
You have enough volunteers that you're not burning out the same people each and every week, and I get it. I'm excited. We're 11 months away.
Frank, my son's kickoff is 7 p.m. on Saturday night. I just heard that. So I'm going to be there at 5.
And then you can dip out.
And then I'll dip out at 6-ish. Is that fair?
Yeah.
Okay.
It should be over by 6, too.
Oh.
So you should be fine.
You got my support.
Okay, thank you.
Just not physically.
You got the full support of Lakeview.
Not physical support?
No, I will be there. He just he said it'll be over by 6. I'm good. I'll make it well before kickoff.
Yeah. You're
Good.
fine.
We'll be just fine.
Gentlemen, I got caught doing something last week by a church member. And I texted you guys immediately because
We're your accountability partners, and you need
it worked out really well. I was walking in to a nursing home for like an unannounced visit to a church member.
Huh.
And as I was walking into her room, other church people were walking out of her room.
Okay.
And so I had my visit with this wonderful lady who I've known for the 8+ years that I've been here, and we've got a great relationship. On it, like, this sounds so weird to say, but I don't know that I've ever been more prepared for somebody's eventual funeral, and I hope it's a decade from now, than hers, because I've just had some of like the most wonderful in-depth conversations with this lady. But now she's in full-time care. But so I walked into her room, and then there were other people walking out, and so I texted you guys. I was like, guys, is there anything better than when you're trying to do the parachute in visit, and other church people see you going to visit other church people?
It's a good look.
And
you didn't do it for the
I didn't know. I wasn't expecting to see anybody.
It just, that was the Lord's favor on you.
It was one of those things.
Oh, wow.
I was like, oh.
Andrew working outside of a Sunday.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
I
think it's good.
I almost felt bad about how giddy I was.
See? I do something else too.
that I got caught. And so I texted you guys. And I said something to my wife, and she was like, oh, so you were super excited that you were seen going to... I was like, is that bad?
It's not bad.
And she's like,
bad.
And Melissa said, I don't know if it's bad, but I don't know that you should be as excited about it as you were. But in those roles where sometimes it is that, hey, what do you do the other 39 and a half hours a week? It was pretty great.
There's nothing wrong with it.
It felt pretty good.
I'm okay
to
with
be
it.
going in and visiting someone who...
I mean, you weren't like taking the selfie, posting on social media. Like there was no like, you obviously did this
hey,
for your
everybody,
self-credit.
guess what I'm doing? No,
you were doing what you always do. I've known you for a long time.
I was in jeans and a t-shirt.
This is what you do.
You
just happen to be seen by your people doing what you are called to do. Nothing wrong with that.
Listen, I was kind of stoked, and I've had multiple conversations with people in ministry where it has come up. And I had like 3 different pastors be like, "Oh, isn't that the best thing ever?" And I was like, "I mean, ever?
I mean, not ever,
but it's a pretty good thing."
All right, I've got a fun one for you because I had lunch with a couple of young men who've been coming to Lakeview for a bit.
Exciting.
Young guys, like early to mid 20s. One of which his story of finding Lakeview is hilarious because he didn't go to my youth group. Mm-hmm. However, I went to him when he was in middle school. So I was like, what? He's like, yeah, 10 years ago, so he would have been 15.
So in the year 2015.
He said, you went to River Ridge for the Great American Teach-In.
That's
I was like,
fantastic.
Yeah, and he was like, and you were a youth pastor in dreadlocks. And I just thought, that is the funniest and coolest thing. I never forgot about that.
Listen, Dreadlock Tim was a whole mood. It was a look. It was not good, but...
No, it was good. Don't say that.
See, you only saw him at the thick dreadlock level. You didn't see the fresh dreadlocks that looked more like Justin Timberlake with cornrows.
Okay, they were like noodles more than locks.
It was not good at first.
Every story has an origin. The dreads have an origin. That was that. So he said, I never forgot about that. And then a couple of years ago, when the Lord kind of gripped my heart and I wanted to get back in church, I realized that I was a friend of Derek Height on Facebook. So I reached out to Derek and I said, hey, what's that church where the pastor with the dreadlocks, like he came to my school?
That's so cool.
And so 2 years ago, he found his way back to Lakeview, has been attending faithfully ever since. They wanted to have lunch with me because they had a really interesting question. They said, we've noticed a resurgence of young men wanting to go back in church and wanting to read their Bibles more. Have you noticed that too, Tim? And I'm like sitting here with two young men who are asking me how they can get into their Bibles more and how they can better invite their friends to church. And I'm like, is something happening like around? Like I have noticed it. Like if you've been at Lakeview in the last 6 months, you're like, there are noticeably more young men between the ages of 18 and 26 than we have ever had in the history of the church.
Yeah, yesterday.
It is an interesting dynamic.
I think I've talked about how there were two young ladies who have started coming to Lakeview.
Because of the young men and they're handsome?
I don't know because of the young men.
There are some handsome young men.
They both have
ladies.
boyfriends.
The Lakeview meat market.
These two young ladies both have boyfriends already. And one of the
They're about
young
to have
ladies
more.
brought their boyfriend to church on Sunday. And then after the third service, they pulled me aside and she said, Pastor Frank, remember how you said if I ever have a Bible question, I can ask you?
Let's go.
And I said, yes. You want to know what her first question was?
What?
Do Christians believe in a round earth or a flat earth?
And Frank's a flat earth guy, so this gets crazy. This
Frank
gets
is a
wild.
huge flat earther. So
Dude.
wow.
Frank,
Why does the Bible say firmament? What's the firmament?
I mean,
You tell me.
It's a good question.
Hey, the argument is in my case. You have to defend yours. we are flat Earth sitting on turtles floating in space. If you tell me otherwise, tell me otherwise. No,
He's right.
And sure enough,
What a great question.
I said, are you talking about the firmament? And they're like, yes. And I'm like, I know what YouTube videos you guys are watching.
Yes.
And so we had a conversation about that. Ironically, based on our other podcast,
so funny.
they also asked a question about what about anointing people with oil.
Wow.
And so I talked about
That's
that.
great. That's great.
Yeah.
I had a young man after third service. I mean, he's been coming for a couple months now.
This is good audio for our podcast with the freaking tree out there.
Sorry about that, guys. He was like, hey, Pastor Tim, I need to talk to you. Can we step outside? I'm like, yeah, for sure. And we step outside, and he said, I'm so confused. I'm like, okay, what's going on? He said, but Pastor Frank said that Jesus is God, but didn't Jesus call himself the Son of God? And so, like, we were able to have a theological...
This is yesterday?
Yesterday.
Wow.
So I was able to go into the doctrine of the Trinity and how, yes, you're right, and Frank was right. Jesus is both God, and yes, he is the Son of God. And it was like this mind-altering moment for him of like, oh my gosh. And afterwards, he was like, thank you so much. Like I was like, what is happening right now? Like young men coming with like real spiritual questions. Is that not? It's like the best thing
honestly,
ever. It's like the best thing ever.
It kind of feels like Bible college.
It's
where
awesome.
Like all these young men are like,
And they're bringing their Bibles.
and they're asking, yeah, dude. Yeah,
See,
yeah.
I think it's also interesting that completely different end of the spectrum, because one of the thoughts that I've had this week is that same nursing home
Yeah.
has a very large smart TV in like the living room area of the nursing home, and there I've like been asked like multiple times, hey, what could we do for this, that, or the other, and I thought, if they wanted to use these smart TV features on that, I could come up there on a communion Sunday for the people that are looking to participate in a church but are, so the lady who's
Steph
a part
says
of-
single ladies, tell your
who's
friends.
a part of our church.
Same.
Her son and daughter-in-law bring her most Sundays, but it's I think it's very interesting that there are movements happening in completely
I love
opposite ends of
I love
the
that.
spectrum. And as someone who considers myself to be a young hip man's man,
I don't know that anyone, Melissa, if you're watching,
she's not.
just asking for clarification. Has anyone ever called Andrew a young hip man's man?
I believe Grok told him once.
Thank you.
He's a young hip man.
About the time that it was making a video of you guys drinking sweet tea together. Also, why were you so much shorter than Tim in that video?
We didn't make that video.
I
I have no idea what prompts were put in to make the sweet tea video.
I have no idea. But
I just know Frank fell off the stage yesterday in my AI.
I think it's really, it's just very interesting. And Stephanie, I am agreeing with you that it is God can be
nursing home.
doing both things simultaneously, and it's really kind of funny.
It is great.
It's a great thing.
You know what's interesting? Another thing about Lakeview is that I don't think this has been addressed out loud. I feel like the movement happened very quickly. We're sawing the stage in half. You know that, Andrew?
Yeah,
It's happening very quickly.
I saw pictures yesterday, and I knew it had to happen after a parents meeting.
Did it happen after a
See,
parents
I
meeting?
pay attention in the group chat.
Which
by
I
the
heard,
way-
I heard the parents meeting was crushed. Todd did a great
You
job.
did great, but I heard
You're a
there's
parent.
some middle
Oh, my
schoolers
wife
were very
is
upset.
watching, and she says that no one's ever called
Melissa
man
says
a
definitely.
man's
Andrew,
man.
you didn't even know Melissa was watching.
Wow. Wow.
Thank you, Mel. Thank you.
My feelings are shattered.
Frank, what'd you say?
Some middle schoolers are upset about the camp decision that they're splitting the camp.
Ooh, it's a good decision.
It's
Do you
a
know
good
what? I
decision.
It's a good
guarantee you that
decision.
there are no high schoolers upset about a
There
split
is not a
camp.
single high schooler upset that middle
Unless
schoolers get
there's
their
a
own
ninth
camp.
grade boy who's interested in an eighth grade girl. There are no high schoolers that are
I
upset
mean, there's
about,
probably that scenario too.
about a camp.
I mean,
being-
there is. So we could throw that youth ministry question out there. What do you guys do for camp? Because this is camp planning season. Like
It
you're
is.
now announcing dates and times and costs. We, for the first time in 9 years, are splitting middle and high school camp. High schoolers are going to student life at I believe, the University of North Carolina. in
Somewhere in
Asheville?
Yeah.
Middle schoolers are going to the CIY Middle School Edition.
In,
What's it
Lakeland.
called?
In Lakeland. Oh,
Yep.
it's called Mix.
Mix, and that'll be in Lakeland. Todd's been thinking and praying about this for a long time, and we're finally at a spot where he has enough humans to actually pull this off, which is kind of cool.
I was really bummed because I was really trying to push him to do the CIY high school one move
Which he wanted to.
in Chattanooga
Yeah.
because I speak at that one every year.
That would have been sweet.
But he went with student life. So he wanted to go with the Baptist, not the Church of Christ. Well, it's Christian Church.
Christian Church.
Christian Church.
Disciples of Christ.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that the same? Yes, it is.
Yes.
It is the same. It's the same.
Andrew, you've got somebody in your corner. Matt says, "Come on, I think you're a cool hit man's man. After all, you bring 2 swimsuits everywhere you go."
I do bring 2 swimsuits just in case. You know, you got to dry one
if
out.
it's a Speedo or
No.
if it's the 4-inch.
No, that's not it. But
Did
Yes.
you guys ever? I mean, I know culturally we come from different backgrounds, but I grew up from.
are you saying that you're Cuban and I'm not?
Well, it has less to do with me being Cuban and more to do with the kind of socioeconomic background I grew up in.
I
we
think
used to
you're
always
assuming a whole lot about what Clearwater Christian College paid my father.
Wow.
We used to always wear gym shorts under our jeans because you never knew when there was a basketball game in high school. So you would always have gym.
I
shorts
knew
with
that was
you.
a thing. I didn't do that, but I knew that was a thing.
Yeah, for like 3 years of my high school career, I always had gym shorts underneath my jeans.
I would wear shorts under my shorts because my brothers would always pants me, and I wanted to have a backup layer in case. But that was a different
I'm
reason.
so
You're
confused
like a never nude from.
from Arrested
How many
Development.
clothes does this guy have on? Yeah.
So wait, did you play high school basketball?
No, but I did play like.
Like pickup
Yeah,
basketball?
pickup basketball, and like literally, like
You couldn't just have your shorts in your backpack?
No, you've gotta be quick.
From school, drop backpack,
Boom.
drop your jeans,
Yeah.
and get on the court,
It's a Cuban thing.
or your jorts. Some folks were still wearing jorts.
People bring in jorts back.
I have not.
John Cena.
The last time I wore jorts was I want to say Halloween in 11th grade.
Andrew, I'm actually demanding that you bring.
Yeah,
back-
we're gonna
I
need
want
some jorts
you
out of
to
you.
wear jorts.
It was-
I want
For
you to
Halloween
jorts-
this year, can you be that version of Andrew?
It was.
Can you wear jorts with this shirt and tie?
I'd look like the
Melissa, make it
I'd look
happen.
like the dude from AC/DC.
Melissa, put out Andrew's outfit like Stephanie does. Be a good wife.
The
and
last
give him
time I
jorts.
wore jorts was with a bald cap, so I could be Stone Cold Steve Austin for Halloween.
Oh, this is great.
That's awesome.
I was either that or like the little black Speedo thing. That wasn't going to happen, so it was just the jorts, and that's the bottom line.
Guys, I snuck away to Jacksonville last Monday. Frank, you snuck away to...
Not just Monday; he was gone all week.
You
As
snuck
his-
away to the
as
most...
his boss. How much time does he get off?
He called, okay. He called and said, Tim, I've got family in town. I'm good to preach on Sunday. Is it okay?
Okay, but his family lives in town. What are you talking about?
No.
My
He had-
brother-in-law.
Oh, okay.
There were family
From the-
coming
So there
in
was
town.
extra family in town.
Yes. So there was a phone call. There was permission.
I actually worked every night.
And he was still like every text I sent him, every email, he was on it.
Listen, we do not work a 9 to 5 job. Office hours do not really make sense in ministry, and you guys don't have an office.
We didn't even have an office. So he was either going to office at his house or office at his hotel at Disney. It didn't matter to me.
Every evening at like 7 or 8 o'clock, I'm on my laptop in the Boardwalk Hotel.
Responding to
Can't
emails.
Can't hide the money.
During the day, you were still responding to every text. Even if you were like mid-ride, you were like, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
And I was like, I knew he was on a
So-
ride.
When you're staying at the
I'm on
Boardwalk,
Guardians.
do you walk from Boardwalk into the Epcot?
This is the content that no one cares about.
They all
Yes.
I do.
We
need
walked to Epcot.
To the World Showcase entrance.
The World Showcase. Yeah, the World Showcase.
And then
We took a boat to Hollywood.
Okay.
There's a boat.
or
the-
you could have
the
Skylinered
gondolas.
to Hollywood, yeah.
Yeah, and then we drove to Animal Kingdom because that was our last day. But it was a good time, man. I will say I have strong opinions. The Italian restaurant, the Boardwalk, delicious. The German restaurant, Epcot, overrated.
Oh, the
Yeah.
Biergarten?
Yeah. Tiffin's at Animal Kingdom, really good.
Okay,
So
good.
good.
I was going to say, Steph and I,
really good.
Here's the
that's
thing.
been an anniversary trip
Our
for us. We
passes
love
are
that.
expiring in December, and
So are
unless
ours.
someone wants to magically like throw a full-time job at my wife, and like our kids are getting busier, we've got sports and stuff now,
As do
and
we.
we have not lapsed since the first year that you and I got a big royalty check from DYM.
It was like 2013.
So I mean, it's been 13 years of annual
Sounds like
passes,
Melissa should work for DYM.
and are they hiring? And so it's about to happen. So we're going next Sunday after church because the Buccaneers play Monday Night Football.
Smart.
And Hanson is playing at the Food and Wine Festival, and
wanna
I
miss
love
that.
my wife enough
Don't wanna miss that.
we will go and mbop together.
Good for you. Every year you do that.
Frank could have gone and seen a Newfound Glory on Monday night,
I could have.
but he didn't. If you're there,
Makes no sense why he missed that.
I don't know why.
I would still pick my friends over you.
I wish.
Wow.
I wish.
You were everything I wanted. That's a great song.
Great song.
It's fantastic. Yeah, I was so lonely last Monday. Both of you guys gone.
All right, guys. City
was-
Lights Church. They're coming down in June. They're going all 4 parks. So they're asking the theme park experts, the theme park pastoral experts, what are some must-visit spots for City Lights Church? He's bringing the entire congregation. This is going to be awesome.
Wow.
Must-visit spots.
all
Our
of
viewer
them.
count is dropping as we speak.
All of them. Just go to. You want to go to all 4 parks. There is no park that is not that isn't must see. I will say Animal Kingdom, depending on what is being renovated,
It's going to happen, baby. It is for sure
I
going
would
to
say
happen.
it might be a half-day park at this point for Animal Kingdom.
Wow, Andrew, we're pinned.
You got to make wow.
Like just beside Cross and Crown, we are pinned in Frank's
Wow.
like text messaging. That's crazy.
That's impressive. You want to make sure that you hit Avatar and the Yeti encounter and the Safari at Animal Kingdom.
Safari's great.
And then beyond that, everything is kind of must do at the other parks. That's not true. Not everything is must do
But here's what is
at
true.
Hollywood Studios.
If you're coming in town in June, why not come in town a little earlier too?
Come hang out on a Monday?
Maybe you're in a really frigid location of the United States and you're
Ooh.
thinking, I need to warm up.
So like I don't know, February-ish? Like
February,
first
I would say
full week of February?
I would say February 9, 10, and 11. If you're looking for something to do, you could come to the Practically Pastoring Conference. I'm looking at you,
Ooh.
City Lights Church. I'm looking at you, CJ. I know you're wondering, what's my February going to look like? I just gave it to you.
February 9, 10, and 11.
9, 10, 11. I've even got a promo code for you. You can make this thing dirt cheap.
No one here is going to understand the promo code.
I'll put it in the chat. Frank's going to put it in the chat.
It's
Frank's going to put it in the chat.
I had to read it 3 times to know what it was saying. I thought it was like a foreign word that I didn't know.
We have a friend who hates AI. His name is Jeffrey, so the promo code is simple. It is simply Jeff
hates AI.
hates AI. If you type in that promo code at practicallypastoringconference.com, you can get a ticket for $20. How are we even paying for their meals with that, Frank?
We have a sponsor.
I love how Frank does
Let me tell
this.
you about church merch for your church.
Frank does this ridiculous promo code, doesn't get our permission, and I'm okay with that. So Jeff hates AI. That's the one. CJ was just talking to Sarah about PPCon. CJ, I'm glad you're talking about it because we're talking about it. We want you here.
I think it's going to be fantastic. I'm
It's
going to
gonna
go.
It's gonna be the best one we've ever done. I'm just gonna say it right now. We are planning with some area pastors.
It's going to be the best we've ever done because Tim and I have already said that we're not speaking. this
We're not
year.
speaking. We're gonna have way better
So you know
communicators.
it's going to be better because no one will give me a microphone.
We're done with that. So get here in February.
I'm going to be there. It'll be great. Fellas, anything else we need to add? Anything else?
Well,
Any
I know
pressing
City
matters?
Lights Church says the conference they usually go to is not happening, so they're coming.
Listen,
coming.
I can't wait to have you here.
City Lights, bring some merch because these shirts feel good.
I'll be there. It'll be fantastic. What do we got coming up this week, boys? Anything big and exciting?
Getting lunch.
Well, I know that's
Frank's
that's
hungry.
immediately coming up. I'm saying what's coming up this week at Lakeview Land.
We have a few things going on. We're cutting the stage in half right now. We're adding chairs. We have a Cross and Crown launch party, startup party,
wait.
and then I'm back in the saddle. I'm preaching a couple weeks in a row.
And Matt Hall, I don't think we will be shark fishing this year.
Nothing will ever beat shark fishing. It was the greatest experience of my life. You know that, Matt. We still talk about that to this day.
There were no sharks.
Tampa International Airport, CJ. There is nothing better.
Here's the funny thing, CJ.
Technically, you could fly into Clearwater.
The guy who is the social media manager for Tampa International Airport.
So funny.
His name is also CJ. Do you not know this?
No.
You know that?
Yeah, he's a Clearwater Christian College grad. His name is CJ Curtis Johnson.
Hey, the guy who does social media for Tampa.
Steph, my
Airport
birthday's not till the end of the month.
is
We got time.
up there with like
My
Wendy's and
birthday is 2 days after his.
We have
Steph.
birthdays
So, come
coming
on.
up.
Since I thought I had this conversation with you guys before. So he went to Clearwater, then he has like a master's from UF, like doing like media management stuff. But his first full-time job that he was at for several years before eventually going to Tampa International Airport, where he is absolutely killing it.
Hilarious.
He was the comms director at Idlewild Baptist Church.
No way.
So he's a church comms director turned best airport communications director on the planet.
People who are watching, you have no idea what we're talking about. He will. Their posts literally get shared by celebrities,
they
by
go
national media
viral
outlets.
Every week for something. The
They
Tampa International
always
Airport.
post something hilarious,
And he is a Clearwater Christian College
and it's
alum.
an airport.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Speaking of airports, we need to go get some food, but not at the airport.
Cross and Crow NFL. That's the worst team ever.
Cross.
Hey guys, this was fun. We hope to see you next week.
We miss
And
you
Frank
already.
has hijacked the podcast again.
This
and
is
thinks
what he does.
I've been here for like months.
and
This
thinks,
is
and
what
thinks
he
that
does.
he gets to end our podcast.
Next thing you know, he's gonna be taking viewers with him too.
Next week we are changing the intro.
Just so you know, if you want to join Cross and Crown Church Plant Launch Team, there is a podcast members meeting Saturday right after the Lakeview members have their opportunity. So you can come, and Frank will be doing a live stream for if you are planning to join the Cross and Crown live stream Sundays in September. Frank,
What are we talking about?
You're just going to get people from all over the country to join your live stream.
Hey, thanks for joining us.
We miss you.
Bye, y'all.